So let's kick this right off with day one. I watered the plants that weren't affected by sprinklers and also started some Gold Star mayonnaise with the big eggs because apparently I've grown enough friendship with my chickens, which is cool. I then went and fished down by Marnie's, catching rainbow trout, sunfish, and chub. I also managed to get a chest, which is pretty cool. Then I went to Pierre's to get peppers and a poppy seed because I needed both for the community center and I remembered that I did. And also, peppers are renewable, so we can get extra money from those. We made sprinklers and planted the seeds using the last of our copper to make the sprinklers, which would be used for our silo, but we're going to get more copper in the future. Then, we did some tree chopping before going to bed. Day 2. We got up and it was raining. Lovely. We started mayonnaise and sold the ones I forgot about yesterday. We also sold some jelly and put some flounders in our fish pond that had finished. Then we went to the mines to get copper. We got 24 and then headed home. But luckily, we had one singular piece of copper at home, so we were able to make 5 pieces of copper ingots. We put things in the cell box and started smelting the copper that I mentioned before, because we were trying to make a silo, because winter was getting closer and we needed that hay. Day 3. It's raining again today, and oh my goodness, I love it so much. Now, I did a lot today, and I'm going to just put a list. We're going to read it off and show you the things as I go. We smelted copper and quartz. We made lightning rods because it was in fact lightning, and I wanted to get batteries because I knew they sold for a lot, and I knew they would maybe unlock some recipes. We sold some things. We went down to the beach to pick up goodies and sold the goodies we found to Whitley, and also seen he had a new rod for us to buy, which is super exciting and going to be super useful. We managed to make 4 lightning rods and get enough copper for a silo, which we told Robin to make, but she wouldn't start making it until day 5 because of the festival that was happening tomorrow. What a loser. But overall, the day went great. Day 4, festival day. We went to the soup festival down by the beach, or whatever it is, Gold Star Red Fish, and talked to some people that I hadn't talked to before, I don't think. But the guy liked the soup, so I went home and put mayonnaise in the cell box and went to bed. We also sold our first ever batteries because I had no recipes that used them. So, we just sold them. They're worth 500, so that's pretty cool. And I needed the money. Day 5. We did our morning chores. We got our first tomato harvest and also got an apple from the fruit bat cave. We managed to put some things in the community center, not finishing any bundles, but we made progress. Then I donated a walking stick thing to the museum and went and checked out the outrageous prices of the bookstore at the hot air balloon. My goodness, they're extremely expensive. I went down to the beach selling goodies I found to Willie and testing out the new rod I bought. It was lovely. I love this new rod. I got a lot of good fish and a pufferfish for the community center, which is cool. And when I say a lot of fish, I mean a lot, like 6 hours in game, a lot, which is about 6 or 7 minutes, I'm not sure. It might have been more, not sure. Then I went home, put the stuff in the cell box, and went to bed, making a lot of money from the fish and all the other stuff we sold. Day 6. It was raining once again, which I do really appreciate. It's rained 3 times so far. I don't know what the chances of that is in 1 week, but that's super cool. We gathered peppers and did our other morning chores like gathering mayonnaise and starting the mayonnaise, and we also did a couple other things like check the cave for fruit and also get this stuff from the fish pond. And mentioning the fish were really happy, but they wanted coral, so apparently I can speak to fish now. I'm assuming that's how I know what they mean and what they want. This day was all over the place for some reason, but I'll give you a little rundown so this script isn't forever long. Pepper, pufferfish, and the melon were donated to the community center, not completing any bundles, but getting really close on the summer crops bundle, only needing a blueberry to finish that one. Coral gathered for the fish pond down by Willie's. We're just gathering 3 pieces of red coral. Super easy. Chickens petted, getting hearts and mayonnaise started, so we can sell that later on in the day. Fish in the pond were satisfied with the coral, which is super good. And we also bought 2 chickens, Ben and Gary. Yes, I'm continuing the boy naming scheme for this coop, and I'll think of girl names for the next animals I get. Then I fished for the rest of the day. day 7, the last day. So it started to rain green, yeah, so apparently the game had updated. I play on mobile, so I get updates later than PC and console. So we got green rain, which has a chance to happen on certain days, and it's radioactive. I'm not sure what's going on here. But I got moss from the rain at my house, and also I did my daily chores before going to the mines, because I already planned on going to the mines. Going from level 70 to level 80. We almost got 60 iron, and we got a few pieces of gold at the end. I spent that night pondering what the green rain did besides make everything look weird and also spawn a bunch of big trees, as I waited for gold to smelt, which it didn't sadly finish, so we didn't get to finish that bundle today. Also, I did find out what that door I found was. In the last episode, I thought it was the 5 leveling systems: farming, foraging, combat, fishing, and I forgot what the last one is again, but it is in fact that, so I'm not done like I thought I was in the last episode. We'll work on that in future episodes though, but that was week 2 of summer. Hope you enjoyed. Check out this playlist of all my Stardew Valley videos, including uncut gameplay for you to satisfyingly watch in the background of whatever you're doing, and previous episodes. Have a good one.